What if the secret to a long, meaningful life, a life with real purpose, was already inside you, just kind of waiting? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Ikigai. It's this really fascinating Japanese concept, often translated as your reason for being.
Yeah, and we're drawing a lot from the book Ikigai, Your Reason for Being. It's such a great source. What's really amazing is where it comes from. Okinawa, Japan, one of those blue zones.
Oh, right, where people live incredibly long lives.
Exactly. And there, Ikigai isn't just some abstract idea. It's like woven right into everyday life. So our mission today really is to explore that wisdom and figure out how you can use it to feel, well, more alive.
Okay, let's unpack that. When people talk about Ikigai, there's often that diagram, right, with the overlapping circle.
The Venn diagram.
Yeah. So basically, Ikigai is found where 4 questions overlap. The 4 pillars. First, what do you really love? Second, what are you actually good at? Third, what can you, get paid for? And fourth, what does the world need?
That diagram is definitely helpful, showing how things like passion, mission, vocation, profession all intersect. But the book makes a really interesting point. Finding Ikigai isn't necessarily about hitting all 4 perfectly, like some kind of optimization exercise, which brings up a big question, right?
Yeah.
Does it always have to be some huge career thing, some, monumental life purpose?
Right, and that's where it gets really interesting, because the book kind of pushes back on that. It makes it super clear Ikigai isn't always about some massive ambition. It's often much simpler.
Like what, for example?
Well, think about someone gardening, totally lost in it, or a teacher who just loves seeing kids learn, or maybe someone who cooks for their family, and that act of cooking with love is their Ikigai. It's about being fully present in something that brings, I guess, a quiet joy, finding flow in the everyday.
Totally. And if you connect that to Okinawa, their whole view on longevity is tied into this. The book points out they don't really retire like we do, stopping work completely. They practice active old age.
Active old age.
Yeah, they keep contributing. They keep doing their crafts, gardening, staying involved in the community, sometimes well into their 90s. This feeling of being needed, of having a purpose, it keeps them sharp mentally and physically.
And that purpose seems so connected to their health and their social lives, too. The book talks about how they stay active just through daily life walks, meals together. It's really strong community groups called moai.
Exactly. Those moai are like lifelong support networks. It's not just what you do, but how you live, how connected you are.
Okay, so this is really important then.
And here's maybe the most freeing part the book stresses. You don't need some perfect master plan to find your Ikigai. Actually, it says Ikigai is often built, not found.
Built, not found. Okay, say more about that.
It means you don't just stumble on it fully formed. You start small. You find one tiny thing that gives you energy, that feels right, maybe connects to just 1 or 2 of those pillars, and you build from there. It's a process, consistent action.
So pulling it all together, what's the big takeaway here? It seems like the core idea is when you manage to align what you love with what you actually do regularly, life just feels lighter, more meaningful.
Yeah, exactly. Finding that sweet spot where your passion meets your daily actions, letting your reason for being kind of emerge. Ikigai isn't really a destination you arrive at. It's more like a daily rhythm, something you cultivate every day.
Okay, so as you go about your week, here's something to think about. What's just one small, consistent step you could take, starting now, to bring a little bit more of what you genuinely love into your daily routine? Just one thing.